Good good evening, dear students. I am Chandran Bhaiya. Welcome you to the live session for the last moment preparations for the State Bank of India PO. As you know, the State Bank of India PO conducted a GD and GE from the 24th of January onwards. So, in Bhubaneswar, in the local head office, which is situated in front of the Rabindra Mandap, the State Bank of India organized the GD and GE section. Let's start with. Before going to any interview, we must know what are the criteria for the selection, what are the expectation from the panelists, from the interviewing candidates. Let's start with, remember one thing, in State Bank of India PO, the interview is a little bit of different as compared to the IBPS and RRVs. First of all, go to the back, you people are given the psychometric test and the psychometric paper that your mark, your identity, your characters, everything is represented in the psychometric state would be reflect in your interview. So in psychometric test, you should be given on the following criteria and you should focus on these things. The focus of control means how you are controlling the persons, how you are controlling the candidates, why you are and how you are countering your friends in the interview or the other applicants in the interview is more important. So focus on the six things, which is on the basis of that you are given the marks in the interview. The first one is focus of control. Focus of control. This is important thing. Next one is emotional instability. Remember, if you are emotionally low, that means you are rejected. Means you are reacting everything emotionally. That means you will be rejected in the State Bank of India, whether you are scoring more mark in the written, as per my experience. Second, extraversion. Who is called as extraversion means those people who always gives solution out of the box. If you are giving solution out of the box, you are called as extraversion, and your extraversion should be very high. If you are highly extrovert person, most probably you will get into the State Bank of India, because nowadays every bank is focusing on the marketing skill, focusing on the selling of the that is called parabanking products. So extraversion is the important thing for any interview. Next, openness. Openness should be moderate, means how you are reacting to the others, or how your the thought process is, that depend upon the openness. Next, next one is agreeableness. A person must be agreed to certain conclusion. That's why GD and G play important role. It should be moderate. Next one is conscientiousness. The conscientiousness should be very high. And these are the six characters, alright, on which your GD and G depends and your interviews depend. It is marked by the psychometric test. Now come to the GD. Normally, the State Bank of India conducted a GD. It carries the number of persons 10 to 12. Remember, in each group, 10 to 12 persons are there, right? And the GD is different. That SC people should be kept one group. So ST people in the another group. Then it is followed by the OBC. Then it is followed by the men's. In Bhubaneswar, the interview started on the 24th of January, and it will continue the 31st of the January, except the that is the Republic Day, 26th of January, which is obviously a natural holiday for everybody. So we cannot conduct the interview. That's why State Bank of India refrained from conducting this interview. So in GD, remember, in a group, obviously the SC people compete with the SC, the OBC people compete with the OBC, general people compete with the general. So in GD only there are the two person are present in the GD room. They will evaluate your answers. So normally in the GD, if you will go for the State Bank of GD, the GD is different from the MBA GD. So in MBA, we are going for the fish market. In State Bank of India, it's a cool GD. Don't worry. Out of the 10%, what my experience for the last from the 1990, from the 2007 to 2023, my experience is that in State Bank of India, particularly 4 to 5 people always speaks. So normally the GD is like women empowerment. Some of the famous topics this year's GD is women empowerment. Second one is the one nation, one election, one nation, one card, artificial intelligence, use of computerization in the banking system, population growth. These are the basic topics for the this year SBI GD. In GD, remember one thing, you should be a initiator, means you speak it, then give the others to speak 2 to 3 lines, and at last come to a consensus at the group conclusion. Sometimes people are saying our English are very good, my English is very good, I am rejected by the State Bank of India GD. But remember, MBA GD is different. As I mentioned, MBA GD is different. But SBI GD is different. You need little bit of English skills. You may talk in Hindi in some other states. Even if in Odisha you have got the opportunity to speak in Hindi, so it does not matter whether you're speaking in English or Hindi. What matters? The matters is your leadership quality. The matters is how you are managing the group, how agreeable you are, right? And the best one is communicating with your eyes, with your hands, with your thought process. Use your GK as much of as GK you know. Use the GK in the interview. So try to be a smart guy in the group. Do not argue with somebody. Do not target somebody individually so that you are rejected in the GD. तो कूलली जाइए, अब बैठिए वहां पर, जो भी टॉपिक दिया हुआ है उसके दोनों साइड देखिए, उसका पॉजिटिव साइड में कौन सा पॉइंट आएगा, नेगेटिव साइड में कौन सा पॉइंट आएगा, उसको राइट डाउन कीजिए और उसी के हिसाब से आर्ग्यू कीजिए, राइट. एंड टू बी calm and try to speak within 2 to 3%. It will be beneficial for the, if you are a very good spoken English, so either start the GD or end the GD. It matters a lot during the interview procedure. Those people who are little bit of weak in English, they don't know how to talk within the GD, don't worry. Only participate in the GD 1 to 3 times. 1 to 3 times, so that it will be helpful to get at least the average mark. Who knows, you will get average mark in the GD and GE you will manage in the final, that is in the interview. As per my expectation in State Bank of India, it is easy to score 40 out of 50, and normally the people are scoring. Previous year the highest from quest is 48, in 2020 it is also 48, in 2019 also 48. So 48, so 48 is a normal score if your English is good, your content is good. So be positive about your GD. So GD carries 10 marks. Now come to the GE. GE is a different things. Normally in the GE, you'll get a topic, right? You get a topic, and from this topic, there are 7 or 8 priorities are given. So you write down the priorities according to your choice and defend the priorities during the GE. Group exercise is also a vital part. It leads to how knowledgeable you are about your society, about your friendship, about your groups. It will helpful in the GE. In GE, remember, do not overwrite, do not change your views after listening to your friends. So focus on whatever you are writing. Suppose I am writing the 8 is the number 1, so obviously 8 is my number 1, I'll defend it. And come to a group conversation, that is more important. Remember, 2 type of G is conducted. Either everybody allowed to speak like a fish market, or everybody is given the priority to tell at least for the 1 minute, then you will go for the G's. Don't worry about, sometimes the time is very less. That's why the panel member is deciding to discuss first 2 points and the last 2 points. So be serious about the first 2 points and last 2 points. That is more important. Just like I'm giving an example, which are the priorities for purchasing a house, right? So obviously it is given the location, second given the society, third one given the 2 BHK or the 3 BHK, fourth one is the facilities provided by the builders. So according to you, you should judge which is your first choice. But remember, It also depend upon financially viable, practically viable, emotionally viable. These things should be given the priority. So in the morning, there are the two panels in State Bank of India, local order head office. The first is at 8, second one is the 9 a.m. So be ready. Do not go to the interview session very early or the very late. Try to come to the interview session at least 30 minutes in your hand. Check out your biodata, check out everything what is given, that like character certificate, your Aadhaar, anything, whatever the State Bank of India given the formalities to bring with you, please carry it, be confident and face the interview. Now come to the interview. So normally the interview will conducted in the mid time, that is at the 12 noon the interview for us starts, and it will continue till the evening. So don't worry about that. One group is at 8, second group at the 9:30, but the interview may be continued for the second half. That means maybe it is the evening 5 o'clock or the 6 o'clock. So get ready, be dehydrated, be hydrated, be positive about your outlooks. That is important. In interview, remember, State Bank of India interview is a different as compared to the RRB and the IBPS interviews. So don't so be panic. Focus on your biodata, focus on your hobbies, right? Then on the current affairs, that is also important part to play. And some abstract questions like, do you believe in leadership or the luck? Do you believe in jealousy or enviness? Right? Do you believe in a small family or a big family? Are you believing in a big fish in a small pond or the small fish in a big pond? This type of question you will get in the State Bank of India PO. These are the called abstract question. And suppose you are an experienced person, you are working in a bank or working in any other organization like Infosys, Wipro, and TCS. Be focused on the job profile, because you will get question from the job profile like, what is the share value of Infosys? What is the profit Infosys making this year? This type of thing. And current affair vital role to play. Right? In current affairs, if you will go for the current affair, be focused on today's news. That is important, right? If you'll say we are not getting the time to look into the today's newspaper, then it's the same for us, same for you people, and you'll get rejected by the panel directly, because an officers always starts it day with a newspaper. So according to me, some of the major news headlines of today's night, as the BCCI declared the awards of this year, BCCI awards. So go for the BCCI awards detailed, particularly Pali Umargarh Trophy. Pali Umargarh Trophy owned by your this year by the Subman Gill, and the maximum time owned by the Virat Kohli, followed by Sachin Tendulkar 2 times. So this is an important point. And the Ravi Shastri got the coach award or the lifetime coach award. So focus on that. Focus on the women awards given by the BCCI, and it is important where it is held, who got the which award. So BCCI award is probably the important questions, and those who have cricket as their hobby, then focus on the IPL as well as the your England tour to India, and particularly the James Anderson is important topics, because he's getting a lot of wickets, and then most probably he's creating records in Indian soil to carry on these things. If we'll go to the Ram Mandir is probably another hot topics in this year SBI PO. In Ram Mandir, focus on the who built the Ram Lala, and some of the songs sang by the famous singers on Ram Lala. To focus on this, who built the Ram Temple, Babri Masjid demolition. This should be going to be a question. Now come to the another, if we are focusing the wars or another, whether it is the Ukraine wars or presently the controversy between Maldives and your that one is Lakshadweep. So who is the Lieutenant Governor of Lakshadweep, President of Maldives, political party of Maldives? What are the controversies really is focus on that thing. Go to the next one. You will also focus on the Jharkhand issue. Jharkhand issue is also important issue because the ED recently raided the summoned the chief minister of Jharkhand. It is important. What are the problems in Jharkhand? Governor of Jharkhand, basic content, and obviously Shibu Soren. Shibu Soren is famously called as Babuji, founder of the JMM, Jharkhand Mukti Morcha. So go focus on the Shibu Soren, Hemant Soren, his wife, as well as what the controversy is there, what the scam is there. Now going to the another talkative talk of the town is the Delhi issues. In the Delhi, Arvind Kejriwal also got the ED summons to go for the what are the nitty gritty, what is going on there. Now go to the next one. If we'll focus on the other things, then we'll go to the you will get the that one is your IPL is over, and that one is okay. Hello India game is going on. It is also an important topic. Yeah, as you are facing the interview in Odisha, please focus on the Parikrama, Mandir Parikrama projects. Next one is the drinking from the water projects, 5T secretary. Who is the present 5T secretary? Remember, presently there is no 5T secretary is there. Your secretary is now appointed as the chairman of the Nabin Odisha. That is the important thing. Kalia Yojana, Balia Yojana, different Yojana of the state government. Now focus. Another point, SLBC, State Level Bankers Committee, another important thing. If we go to the share market, today is a great news for Indian economy that the India overtake Hong Kong Stock Exchange. That is the important point, and fourth largest stock exchange or the stock market of the world. So go for the first, second, and the third point. And what is the index of the Hong Kong Stock Exchange? Perhaps it is Hang Seng is there. In India, we have the BSE Bombay Stock Exchange, that is the national, which is the oldest one, who is the present chairperson, focus on these things. And it is an important thing because today it is the news that that is the Indian Stock Exchange trusts the Hong Kong Stock Exchange. It is an important point, which is the oldest stock exchange, which is the youngest stock exchange, how many stock exchange are in India. This is go to the another great news in today's evening. The Bharat Ratna is recently declared, right? And the former chief minister of Bihar got the Bharat Ratna award. So go for the who got it, the Bharat Ratna. He was the former chief minister of Bihar. He was the chief minister most probably in the 1900, most probably in the 1977. Perhaps it is 1970. So Bharat Ratna, another important thing. Another Republic Day is coming soon. So what is the difference in 15th August and 26th of January? What is the major difference between them? Who is the chief guest in the 26th January Republic Day parade? Focus on these things, right? Next, go to the another factor. Air quality is important question because air quality is decreasing day by day. Onugul is rated as the worst air quality index of Orissa, city of Odisha. Dhanu Jatra, there is a famous Jatra called Dhanu Jatra organized in Bargad. What is the significance of these things? Also focus on the GI tag. GI tag is also a important things. So these are the major current affairs topics in today's news and today's night's news. I hope it will be beneficial for you. Every day we'll discuss till the State Bank of India interview will be over about what is happening around us, and join us with me. So my last point, show your leadership skill, be cool, be calm, make it a winning factor in State Bank of India. Do not worry about the your interview. Only one thing remember, nobody knows your score. So according to my experience, you will perform better, you will score more than 35 in State Bank of India, most probably you are in the win-win situation. So my dear friend, take a sound sleep, right, and get ready for the interview. Bye bye.